So Albert Einstein believed that creativity can only come from individuals, and I think that's a fair appraisal of what's going on in the human brain. But on the other hand, there is this growing field of research on collective intelligence, and we are interested in how teamwork can be enhanced through collaboration between people and social sensitivity and turn taking are found to be the really important parameters in this by the studies of Malone at MIT and others, and it is quite intriguing. And when you really think hard about it, why is it the case? This is quite interesting. Social sensitivity is very important in our communication. We empathize with each other and we read each other's mind. And, a team would be great if its members can feel how the other members of the team are feeling, and that would, of course, contribute to team building. But from a competition point of view, this is quite intriguing. How you would be able to correlate what's going on in terms of empathy, uh, in as regards the cognitive processes that support a task, and from purely algorithmic point of view, we may be able to base our model on scheme in which shared emotion plays a pivotal role in carrying out cognitive tasks, and that is, I think, an open question. On the other hand, this finding that turn taking is a really important determinator of the team performance would probably be an interesting point to investigate, because when we take turns in the conversation, most of the time it is the case that we are measuring each other's emotions all right, and when somebody is left, for example, if a certain subset of members speak while others remain silent, more often than not, the silent members are feeling some emotional distress. Some of them might be feeling, dissolute, lonely, isolated, and even revengeful from time to time. So I think turn taking would be a good denominator of well shared emotional systems in the team. And so there would be certain correlations in that. So this is a quite interesting field of research. And I should say that the presently available platforms for collaboration, such as Slack and so on, they do not necessarily promote social sensitivity per se, partly because they are not real time. Teleconferencing platforms like Zoom and Teams and Google Meet, these are real-time platforms, and they might be actually better positioned to facilitate social sensitivity and turn taking than Slack, for example, which is not real time and which might be computationally more flexible in terms of the timing you communicate with each other, but at the same time, it wouldn't particularly support social sensitivity. So there's this genuinely interesting question: what kind of platform should we have in order to facilitate social sensitivity and turn taking? And moreover, with the help of modern technologies such as artificial intelligence, and more interestingly, probably, and more speculatively, blockchain-based technologies such as tokens and smart contract, and how we can use these new functionalities to enhance social sensitivity and turn taking and so on, or other cognitive measures yet to be identified and to be correlated with team performance. These are really intriguing problems to study. So I think there's this really interesting opportunity for us to engage ourselves in this kind of research, and it'll be brain science 3.0, if you like. It'll be something that is really, really interesting to study, not in terms of scientific point of view, but also in terms of technological point of view.